the chocolate fondue. Now, the chocolate fondue, you don't want to miss it. If you don't know what it's like, ask Sally Churchburg. She would tell you don't want to miss the chocolate fondue.
We're the least expensive conference in town, and so we'd like to keep it that way. All right, so we just want to tell you, if we believe in educated consumers, so if in 2018 the price goes up, it's not because we're getting greedy, it's because we have to pay for the meeting rooms. Okay, enough about that. Let me move on to part 2.
Going to be different than in the past. So, a whole new system. It's the same system that's being used at National Conference for RID. So it is the way that things are going. You will see this. Your response has been accepted or submitted, and then you can edit if you want to change something.
Hello, I'm Jose. Not Jose. So tonight I'll be giving a workshop here. Cities, states, countries. We're going to find out what everybody's is and respect what they sign. So come learn that. Second, ABC stories. I have a beginning and an intermediate, for example. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Lipsky from Boston, Mass. I flew all the way into Florida. Who's from New England here? Raise the hands, a few of you. Interesting. All right. So this is my 3rd time teaching. I have 5 workshops. 2 of them are really numbers, advanced, different categories related to age, to time, to height, how to sign it appropriately to kind of clean up your numbers. We have an intermediate for numbers as well. Finger spelling, kind of shape it up and give you some good tips on clear finger spelling and how to understand it. Should I finger spell that or should I sign it? So we're going to learn that. Come to my workshop and you'll understand it better. Deaf culture. Do I really have enough knowledge of deaf culture? Come and learn more about the culture comparative to hearing and deaf. What's the difference? And I'm excited about this one. Deaf jokes. Friday all day, you're in a workshop, it's boring. Saturday all day. Saturday night, we're going to have some fun. Let's crack up, let's get rolling on the ground. You can bring your own popcorn if you want to. Come check it out and find out what deaf jokes look like. Come to the workshop. All right.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Well, I'll just say this in general. My goal as a workshop presenter is for everyone to have a really good time learning, understanding, feeling that they walk away with improved self-esteem, walk away with knowledge, and also to feel that they can take what they learned and apply it right away. So I'm doing semantic clusters. Semantic clusters is where I take big concepts like anger and I ask this question. Angry, 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 angry. And how do you decide which one to use? And so there's anger and sadness and fear and confusion, basically 42 different groups. And you can look for those in the program book. And then that's been a real crowd pleaser. Basically, people have wanted me to present it. but I always present it for 2 hours. People feel that it's not enough. So I'm just going to go on and on and on and on. But I did try to show in each little description what are the main ones.
I wonder if all these years you've been attending the family weekend, you notice something different. More than half, over 50% presenters are deaf. Imagine, you
Hey, everybody. Nice to see you again. I'm Christopher Rawlings. Because I tend to forget a lot, so they gave me a name sign that looks like forget. So I'm very involved with ASL sports. How many of you know about sports? Can you translate when people talk about sports? So, men know how to get those signs, and sometimes, you think, what? You? No. So take the workshop and you'll learn more about signs for sports and sports activities. How do you become the player? How do you do it? So I'm doing that for several different levels, beginner and intermediate. I was born in Michigan. I moved and then grew up in Wisconsin. And so it's like, I'm strong. Oh yeah, Detroit strong. I am doing personification is one of my other workshops. So how do you make a bowling ball look like it's got a person? It's a person. So it's where inanimate things take on the characteristics of a person. And so that way you can fit better. You can show the actions of things going on, and you can become those inanimate objects through personification. And then I'm going to be doing some stand-up comedy. And, sometimes I'm thinking, oh, I'm glad I'm not that guy. But on that night, you're going to...
Attendees, familiar faces, at the same time new faces. I'm excited to meet you. You know my name. My name sign is what? This, obviously. So I have 4 advanced workshops, 1 intermediate, 1 beginner. My workshops tend to focus on narrative with classifiers, expressions, how to improve your signing flow. Not just vocabulary, but at the same time, the advanced workshop will offer terms and really how to get specific with scientific. Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars. I see. That's not the only thing that my workshop on. So this is my 5th year. I came here in 2011. Some of you who've been attending and seen me here since 2011 till now, maybe you'll notice I've changed a little. I have beard. It only took me 5 years to grow it. So, this mall, I have such memories from a long time ago. Since I was little, well, it was last week, but I was little. I've been coming to this mall. It's so cool. I've enjoyed it, and I called this mall what? Chama.
Anyway, hello, I'm so excited to be here at Silent Weekend. I call it the magical kingdom of Silent Weekend because it's so awesome. They have the most awesome presenters, and I'm thrilled to be here for the fledgling class. And so to tell you a little bit about that is we are going to make the ASL fledgling class an ASL salad. And we're going to throw into it some ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s, your finger spelling, your sentence structure, some deaf culture, some deaf history, vocabulary, there'll be some snacks.
Hi, everybody. I'm Z. This is my sign name, and it's given to me because I love singing and music. You can read the classes that I'm going to be teaching in the book. I'm not going to explain all of the things I'm going to involve because it would take too long and I'll run out of time. So let's put that aside for a minute. What I really want to share with you is my love of singing songs. I'm going to give you just 2 sentences, that's it, and I know you'll enjoy it, okay?
Hi again. So I already told you about the 3 C's of sign language, visual language. And I want to start by telling you I have been speaking English for a very long time. And I still don't do it perfectly. So is there any reason I would expect myself to do visual language perfectly? No. I'm a work in progress, as is everyone else here, except Wayne Smith. Now, you know, when you speak in English, you've gone to a class and they taught you nouns, they taught you verbs, they taught you adjectives. But you never think to yourself, I want to speak and I think my sentence needs an adjective. You don't think that in your head. You just open your mouth and out it comes. So you go to class on visual language and they teach you facial expression and they teach you mouth morphemes and body shifts.
All right, I'm a dangerous person. Sometimes I fall off the stage. So if I fall off tomorrow or Saturday, just catch me. I weigh 185 pounds, okay? My name is Paul Jones, and tomorrow I'm going to present the history of sign from 1817 and ASL, the deaf world, the folks in the deaf world, the people in the deaf world. I'm going to explain that. Saturday morning, I'm going to explain the sign history from 1817 until present, and then devices that deaf people use every day, from past to present, all the different devices. And most of these are successful, and there's a story that I used. And
There you go, are you ready? My sign name is Annie Pearl. I love facial expressions. I use a lot of classifiers and I use a lot of drama. You guys are going to be afraid. Don't be. You're really going to enjoy it. So I'm going to give a little story. I'm going to make it really brief, all right? I'm supposed to be going 70 miles an hour. I'm driving down the road. I'm driving down the road, I'm driving. See my facial expression, see how...
I just would let you know my background. When I was 20, I was deaf at first. I didn't know any sign hard, and I was nervous. So I'm trying to teach you how to add to your sign by using facial person and classifiers. You know, you can learn all the vocabulary, but you're only using 7% of the potential. Research shows that 93% of the total communication is non-verbal. 93%. So I want to show you how you can use 25 handshakes, 25.
Hello. I'm a newbie. I just flew in for the first time and I want to thank Maureen and Mike for inviting me. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. You know where that is? All right, cool. So I'm from BC. I'm from, this is the way I would sign it. And you don't have to, I don't tell you anything about my background. You know, I don't want you to fall asleep. You can read it in the book if you want to know. My first one is international signs. And I am an interpreter around the globe. And I work at the UN in New York using international signs. It's a lot of fun. The next workshop that I'm doing is Deafhood. The global perspective on deafness and culture. So Deafhood, I would sign identity. You know, sometimes
There are 2 presenters who have not yet arrived. We have Ben Cole from South Carolina, and we have Eric Hoover. Even though they're not here, they will be here tomorrow.
Workshop called Cruise Control. And it has to do with the routinization and how it affects memory and capacity. I know, I make nerds look cool. And what we're going to be doing in the workshop has to do with, those of you that, for example, in VRS setting, do you remember the first day that you got on the phone and the first person came up on your screen and they said, could I have a live person? I've always wanted to answer as opposed to a deaf one or a dead one. I need to figure out something that I can use that sounds intelligent, because this is something that's going to come up all the time. So we've started working with routinization, things that I can develop scripts for. I'm going to the doctor. They're always going to ask the same questions. I'm going to go get pizza. They're always going to have the same information needed. How do I, as an interpreter, learn to work smarter but not harder? You know, I can develop scripts for the different things that I need to say, make them sound really, really good, make them sound really, really
I've got 3 workshops in the booklet. Mental health, we finished this afternoon. I'm going to do Out of Africa. And the third one is countries around the world, cities around the world. One is tomorrow and the other is on Saturday. So I hope you can come. I would appreciate having an audience. And I want to thank you all for coming to those who attended the mental health workshop this afternoon. Thank you very much. I hope to meet you all and be able to say hello. And I think I'm doing a book signing too, right?
Aiden is the author of Signing for Dummies. So those of you who are here are fledgling. You don't have to identify. You don't have to identify. He will be in your classrooms. We are giving you those books, and he will sign them for you Friday at 2 o'clock. So please, wherever you are for lunch, if you're a fledgling, come back at 2 o'clock to your room so he can sign your book. Thank you.
Interpreting, a practice profession. We talked about code of ethics and CPC, things like that. One of those days next, coming up. Friday, I'm going to be working on legal settings. So it's kind of an introduction to court terminology and the processes involved with legal matters. And then on Sunday, I am working on hitting a home run for the EIPA. So those of you who are working on receiving a credential through the testing program of the EIPA, we're going to focus on what are those 4 or 5 skills that really make a difference in increasing your scores. Hope to see you.
Well, you said my name. This is my sign name, Patrick. I flew in from Portland, Oregon. From 6 hours from your home. So, my workshops. My nose, I'm sorry. My nose is running. It's not running like this. It's running like this. You caught it. Yes. So there's multiple meetings, right? So I'm going to show you how to shove it over there. Have a fender bender. Pull next to the gun. It's so hot. You see this facial expression should match. What doesn't match and what does match. So I'm going to teach the proper expressions. The next workshop, I'm on the stage, I'm interpreting. I thought it was your turn. No, I thought it was your turn. No, it's your turn. He's talking. Hurry up. Whose turn is it? I don't know how to do this. How to interpret for theater on the stage. That's tonight. Lastly, so I'm Donna, sign name. I've been an interpreter for 26 years. So I've been around the block 2 or 3, 4, 500 times. So I bring several workshops. I have beginner, I have an intermediate, I have an advanced. So all my workshops tend to be heavy videos. We watch all of them and then we discuss. We watch them and we discuss. We watch them and discuss. The reason I do that, I don't want you looking at me. I'm an interpreter, I'm hearing. We learn from deaf people. That's our goal. Our goal isn't to study interpreters. Our goal is to watch them and their language and get it. So that's what I bring. Except for one. One workshop is a little different. Superpowers. It's new. The theory is that I've really seen each individual person has something inside of them, that little special, unique, really cool uniqueness about them. It might not be related to interpreting or language, maybe